want some inspiration, it's not one of the three. I don't want it. Just want you to start asking yourself, where is your mentality? What is it that you're working on? What is it that you're working through? What kind of challenges are you overcoming in your life? Please subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Anyways, let's get started. Sometimes we have to remember that when we help other people, it brings us closer to our goals, our dreams, and our manifestation. And so, a lot of the times that we forget this, we forget that it's bringing us closer to ourselves. Okay, it's bringing us closer to our ability. And a lot of what people get stopped on is mentality. It's the ability to continue when other people would just give up. And I would like to say that when we focus at that level, okay, when we're into it at that part of our being, at that part of our purpose, we grow. We have the ability to find ways even when there aren't ways. Somebody would say, I don't know if it's possible. Another person would say, I'm going to do whatever it takes. What brings the person to the place where they would do whatever it takes, is their mentality. So if we start seeking out to becoming driving forces in our lives, if we start to seek out becoming driving forces in our relationships and in our places of vibration, then we really have to look inwards. We really have to look at how those types of things are bringing us closer to ourselves. They're bringing us closer to our ability. They're enabling our mentality. They're bringing us through our challenges. They're lighting our world up. And when we light our world up, when we light other people's worlds up, when we get inside of ourselves and we start to believe in who we are and we start to believe in our ability, a certain part of us that didn't feel or see it to be possible then becomes possible. And that takes patience. It takes patience to grow. It takes patience to get on with the things that you dream, the things that you manifest. And when we're working at that, when we're working with our challenges, when we're in our mentality, when we're in our ability, things feel a lot easier. But what about when you're not? What about when things aren't working in your direction? Are you still positive? Are you still bringing your mentality? Are you bringing your being, your vibration to a place of positivity that you're going to find a way even if there isn't a way? See, that's the thing. They say that the likelihood of another person being born like you is so slim that it might not happen in the whole life of the earth. Okay? And it's amazing how with our genetic makeup, with our being, how we have found a way in a way that we didn't even know there was. Okay, so if that's the case, that we are not seeing the true strength that we have in our mentality, how can we start to open up our mentality? How can we start to open up our being? And how can we start to open up our purpose? Yeah? And a lot of times that's where a lot of people don't see it. They don't want to try. They don't want to take the time to say, hey, let me get this one time. Let me see if I can do this. And then when they get the shot, they don't believe in themselves. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You have to believe in your mentality that you have what it takes internally. And so when you start to do that, that's when other people start to become motivated off of your reflection of your level of focus. Okay, when you start to reach through barriers and you start breaking down walls, you know, I heard a quote once from a motivational speaker, don't quote me on this. It said, the difference between a person who achieves high levels of success and one who achieves low levels of success is the person who achieves high levels of success adapts. Okay, this means that if I can't do it this way, if you handicap me in this way, I'm going to find a way to do it anyways. I'm going to find a way to overcome your challenges. I'm going to find a way to believe in myself, to believe in my being, to believe in my ability. And so, are you gaining that place of knowledge where, like, every single day I ask, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And so, have you spent some time to get to know yourself, to get to become a little bit more organized, to gain access to that place where knowledge exists? So, you know, it's an amazing journey that we're on when we start seeking it out in a positive way. It's an amazing journey when we start to see all things working in a positive way, right? So, and becoming friends with the universe is doing that. And Einstein understood that, okay? And Newton understood that for each action there's an equal and an opposite. So here we are in a place of mentality, in a place of vibration, in a place of being. And it takes that. It really does. It takes you knowing that you're worth it. And believing in yourself and seeing the beauty that you have inside. A lot of people say that it's impossible to achieve a high level of success with a disabled mentality, and it's true. I was born with a learning disability. Okay, everything I have to do, it takes 3 times longer. But I don't have a disability. What I have is ability. I have ability to use the skills, the strengths, the things that I have internally to overcome my challenges and to find ways to do that. And everybody goes through that same thing. Everybody has weaknesses and everybody has strengths. It's when you use your strengths to overcome your weaknesses that you start to see the universe move in your direction. And so when you start to recognize that and you start to believe in yourself and you start to believe in your being, that's when you become disciplined. When you're willing to do the extra work that other people are not. When you're willing to do the things that nobody else would do. That's when things come through for you. And believing in oneself is the start of that. Believing that you're worth it is the start of that. Believing that you have what it takes. Believing that you can do the things that you enjoy. The things that bring you closer to the light. I'm so grateful that I'm close to the Most High God, that I love my God. You know, and that the foundation that I'm built on is God. Because all things that we have, all things that we know, every creature on the face of the planet was created by a great creator who had a source, you know? And we can tap into that source. We can use this universe that was created in a way for us to utilize. And so, if I could just yet but bring a reflection of inspiration, that you would believe in yourselves, you would believe in your being, you believe in your mentality, that you have what it takes to be who you want to be, to dream what you want to dream, to manifest what you want to manifest. You know, I enjoy you all. I would really enjoy if you guys would put a thumbs up on, like, the different channels, leave some comments. leave some inspirational quotes in there. Subscribe to my networks. I'm working to get this thing going. Motivation, meditation, inspiration, podcast, YouTube. I just hope that you all have a blessed day. This is Marcel. Namaste.